What's up, y'all? Brandon Panda Gamers here. Welcome to a tier list. This is actually my first one doing, and I'm here with Logan.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do here is doing a Phasmophobia Ghost type tier list because I did get more information about all the ghost hidden abilities as well. Because then again, they're quite hard to see, but thanks to a certain Phasmophobia expert. And as well as the developers, they did say what all the ghosts have, and yeah. And I'm pretty much gonna be, and for this tier list, I'm gonna be ranking them on how strong they are, like how dangerous they could be, in general to have. Like, you know, basically S being like the most dangerous ghost, the D being the most I don't know, I guess, like, you know, friendly ghost.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start in this order here. So I'm gonna start with the Banshee. So real quick, I'm going to pull up something about a Banshee. Okay, here. So the Banshee, they're like a singing siren known for attracting its victims through song. It has been known to, let me see. It is known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. The strength of a Banshee is the Banshee will only target one person at a time. The weakness of the Banshee is that they fear the crucifix and will be less aggressive near one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, their evidence is fingerprint, ghost orb, and dot projector. However, there are two hidden abilities from a Banshee. So I'm actually gonna specify before I get to those. I'm gonna specify the strength and weakness, just to give a clear image of what everyone, like, you know, basically give more understanding of what the strength and weaknesses mean for the Banshee. So basically, if the Banshee target is not in the building when it hunts, its hunt will be normal. It basically goes after anyone. However, if the Banshee target dies, their target will change to another hunter.
Yeah.
And to specify their weakness, the crucifix range is increased to a 5-meter range to the Banshee. Normally, it's a 3-meter range for all the other ghosts. Okay, but here we go. I'm gonna go for two hidden abilities that the Banshee has. So the Banshee has two parabolic microphone sounds that is unique to the Banshee.
Oh.
I don't entirely know what they are. All I know that one of them is them screaming.
That
Yeah.
definitely sounds a little bit creepy if you ask me.
Yeah. And another hidden ability from the Banshee is that the Banshee has a preference to sing on almost all ghost events. So
Really?
if you have like so each time that goes to the ghost event, if it does a lot of singing, you could have a Banshee.
Ooh.
The Banshee used to have basically where it can hunt at any time whenever it wants, but they pretty much moved that to the demon. So I guess strength wise, Banshee is not really that dangerous.
Not really.
And yeah, and plus the strength of it is not really a strength in my opinion. Yeah, keep in mind that this tier list will be based on my opinion. So yeah, so I apologize if anything's controversial here, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I were to put a Banshee, depending on how dangerous it is, I honestly, it's not really like, honestly, the strength just doesn't seem to, it's not really that much of a strength to me. It's just target one player, then pretty much when they know what that player is, that they're all safe, they don't have to worry about dying from a ghost. This Banshee, so honestly, this Banshee is going for the D tier list for me.
The D. D.
Just a D.
But I can agree with you with what you mean about that, because like, if you remember when I was streaming on Halloween, like when me and Brandon were actually in the house, the ghost barely did anything, and once we found out, it was targeting Chris, so we kind of had to nudge him in so then we could get some activity.
I know, like literally the freaking Banshee was like like when we had a Banshee before, I was like waiting, and I don't know if I wasted a smudge stick or not, but if I did, then that's what makes it worse. If we ever have that objective of escaping the ghost, well, either escaping the ghost or using a smudge stick objective. Literally, I probably would have wasted them. So yeah, I guess that's one way of saying it. But yeah, Banshee. Okay.
Yeah, just Banshee.
Alright, so next one is a demon.
Right away. We're going in alphabetical order here.
Yeah, we're pretty much going alphabetical order. Just real quick, I'm gonna look for something about the demon. Okay, so we all know the demons. Demons are the most aggressive ghosts we've ever encountered. Known to attack without reason, they seem to enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Strength of demons that they will initiate hunts more often than other ghosts. Weakness for demons that they will drain less of your sanity when you use a cursed possession.
They changed the description of it, huh?
Yeah, they did.
So, because it used to be like it wouldn't waste as much sanity when you're using the Ouija board, and now they changed it to where it wouldn't drain as much sanity with a cursed possession. Like that's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Basically before, when you're using the Ouija board with the demon, they wouldn't drain your sanity at all if it's a successful question.
Yeah.
And everyone was pretty much there's like a lot of people who've been using that just to figure out it's a demon right away without using the evidence. But they did change that, and hold on, looking at my notes, the demon does have 2 hidden abilities. But I'm gonna real quick specify the strength and weakness, as well as a special sanity hunt. At least that's what I would call it.
Huh.
So the demon, so basically what a strength means is that the demon has a rare chance of hunting anytime, no matter what your sanity is. It's a rare chance though, but it's a chance.
Oh.
Yeah, and basically to specify the weakness, the demon drops your sanity more slower, like more less basically, than all the other ghosts when using a cursed item. So yeah, that's pretty much self-explanatory. And the special sanity hunt, I would say, like, the demon naturally can hunt under 70% sanity. Like, naturally. Sure, it has a chance to hunt at any time, but naturally they can hunt under 70% sanity.
Yep.
So, the demon, well, yeah, 2 hidden abilities, and these ones, I can tell how much of aggressive this ghost can be.
Yeah. We have to deal with quite a lot of those, honestly.
So yeah, well, you guys probably already seen screen because, like, I'm gonna, like, as I'm editing, I'm just gonna be putting already the stuff that I put on my notes.
Yep.
So yeah, so I don't know if everyone knew this, but there is a certain timer whenever a ghost finishes a hunt, and then they have a certain timer of when they can hunt again. All the ghosts, after they finish hunting, they have like a 25-second cooldown before they can hunt again. However, for the demon, this is one of their hidden abilities. Unlike all the other ghosts, the demon can hunt again after finishing a hunt in 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
So it's 5 seconds less compared to all the other ghosts.
Ooh. Yikes.
And here's another thing here's another hidden ability about the demon. So, you know how whenever we use smudge sticks on ghosts, they would prevent them from hunting for at least 90 seconds? That's at least most of the ghosts.
But with a demon, it's slower, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's lower. Basically, after using smudge sticks to the demon, it can't hunt for 60 seconds.
A 30-second drop.
Jeez. A 30-second drop, yep.
Oh boy.
So demons are pretty much well known for hunting more often. They're basically like serial killer ghosts.
Yep. No kidding.
So that being said, like, you know, that does make demon quite strong. The fact that it has a chance of hunting, no matter what your sanity is. So it's so yeah, and yeah, I gotta say, for me, it's probably gonna be up here.
I gotta agree with you on that one, honestly. I gotta agree with you on that one.
Honestly, if the Banshee still had that basically the rare chance of hunting at any time, then I get the Banshee would probably be put or C or B, but since it doesn't have that, it's on D. But now they changed it to the Demon, and now it's more dangerous than ever.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. Like even a demon can naturally hunt under 70%. That's like it can hunt pretty quickly.
Without a doubt.
Like, and no matter how much you try to resist its hunt, then it'll just keep trying. I mean, true, you can resist its hunt just using smudge sticks and all, but then again, that's a 30-second gap between all the other ghosts.
No escape from that thing.
Yeah, you're only safe from a demon for a minute. So Goryo. When a Goryo passes through a dot projector, using a video camera is the only way to see it. And the strength of a Goryo that it will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. And weakness is that they are rarely seen far from their place of death.
Yep.
Okay, so let me look at my notes to look for Goryo real quick. Okay, yeah, it seemed like the Goryo doesn't really have any hidden abilities. So I forgot to say that not all ghost types have hidden abilities. But most of them do, I would say. But however, the Goryo does not have a hidden ability. However, I'm gonna go ahead and specify the weakness real quick. Is that the Goryo has very little to no chance of roaming far away from its ghost room.
Huh.
They still have a chance of roaming at least close to their ghost room, but roaming far away from it, very little to no chance.
Yeah.
And here's a special thing about the Goryo is that if you're playing in Nightmare mode, they're guaranteed. If you have a Goryo, they're guaranteed evidence is dot projector.
Huh. Well, that's a good note.
Yeah, the Goryo doesn't have any special about its hunting, so this Goryo's not really that dangerous, honestly. So I mean, plus with their strength about the dot projector, it doesn't really change anything because I mean, it's most of the time from our gameplay of Phasmophobia, we've been mostly using the video cam to check if it's dots because it's easier that way, whether it's a Goryo or not.
Yeah.
There's nothing really strong about this ghost, so I'm honestly putting the Goryo here in D.
Yeah, I was about to say D. Put it in D tier, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really special about this ghost. It's not really all that dangerous, really, so.
Yes. Okay, so who's next? Hantu. Okay,
Hantu.
Interesting one.
You already told me about some stuff about the Hantu, actually, so I could probably help you out with this one, actually.
Yeah, but then again, I also made notes on this Hantu.
Yeah.
Okay, the Hantu is a rare ghost that thrives on the coldest climates. The cold seems to make them more aggressive and empowered. Strength, basically their strength lower temperatures allow the Hantu to move at faster speeds. Weakness is that Hantu move slower in warmer areas. So yeah, let me see. The Hantu does have 2 hidden abilities, however. And let me see what they are. So yeah, I mean, I'm not specifying the strength and weakness because they're self-explanatory. Because yeah. However, okay, so let me go ahead and mention one of them. Unlike all the ghosts, the Hantu does not speed up during a hunt while in line of sight of the hunters. Because some of you may know that the ghost when the longer you're in line of sight of a ghost, they'll speed up eventually to catch up to you.
Yep.
But if you break line of sight of them, they'll reset back to their normal speed.
Mm-hmm. But with the Hantu, it's different. They don't speed up.
They don't speed up at all. However,
nope.
the only way they speed up is if they're in the cold room or freezing room.
Yeah.
But then again, if we're not in the ghost room, then it's not going to speed up at all. And as long as we have the power on too, to warm the whole building. But however, so basically, actually, yeah, in a way, the Hantu, you can, in a way, loop it, like the old Phasmophobia. Because it's not going to speed up at all. However, the longer a Hantu does stay in a room, it will make the room cold, thus making it faster, so so in a way, the Hantu can still speed up itself, just only by making the room cold. But that is only if you're staying in one room to loop the ghost. But if you're changing rooms to loop it or something like that, then literally the Hantu has no chance of catching up to you.
Yeah.
And another hidden ability about this Hantu, and it's quite an interesting one, is that the Hantu will show its freezing breath when in a freezing room, aka the ghost room, but this can only be seen when it's hunting.
Oh.
So yeah, you can actually see, when the ghost is hunting, all of a sudden you see them with their freezing breath coming out, then you know that's already a Hantu.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, it only shows up during the hunt, so you have to be very careful about that.
That is true. So you're gonna need like smudge sticks or something like that to see if it sees freezing breath, and then But I mean, then again, it also depends on what map you're playing it on. Like if you're in a room with a big, if the ghost room is like a big one, then I guess from far away you may be able to see it. I don't know. I've never really seen it myself, but I just know that the Hantu does have that.
Yeah.
And another thing about the Hantu is that in Nightmare mode, the Hantu's guaranteed evidence is freezing temperatures.
Well, that's obviously a good sign.
Yeah. So, overall, the Hantu is not really that dangerous, but can be. If you have the power off for too long, then it will be like a Revenant speed in a way.
Yeah.
So he's not. I wouldn't say he's that dangerous, but he's also not that friendly either. So.
Yeah.
It's a tie between C and B for me, honestly.
Yeah, it's honestly the same thing, but at the same time, though, if you can do power management very correctly, it wouldn't be too bad. But
that is true.
I'd say put it in C tier, honestly.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because it's not like we go in and then all of a sudden we're just gonna leave the power off.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely not.
No, because we want like a light source of some sort, and also something to prevent draining our sanity, at least from the lights.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hantu is like not that dangerous, but also not entirely that friendly. It's just that you have the breaker off, like, because here's another thing too, that all ghosts except for certain ones do have a chance to turn off the breaker by itself.
Yep.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Jinn is next. A Jinn is a territorial ghost that will attack when threatened. It has also been known to be able to travel at significant speed. The strength of a Jinn will travel at a faster speed if its victim is far away. And the weakness is turning off the location's power source will prevent the Jinn from using its ability.
Yep. And I was about to say it too. When it comes to Jinn, it's a different story. The Jinn needs the power source on in order for it to use its ability, but you keep the power off, however, the Jinn is unable to use it.
That is true. However, the Jinn does have one hidden ability, and it's scary.
It only has one ability.
It only has one, but this one's scary.
Tell me
okay,
what it is,
so... Well, first of all, before we do, I'm going to specify the strength and the weakness. The Jinn, basically what the strength means is that the Jinn moves faster if you're more than 2 meters away from it during a hunt, and in line of sight of it. It's not faster than a Revenant or a Raichu, however.
No.
And to specify the weakness, turning the power off prevents the Jinn from using all its abilities, including the hidden ability that it has. And it also never turns off the power. It never turns off the power.
Huh.
So if somehow the power turns off, and it's not by you turning on too many lights, that's just a ghost turning off the power, and you will know right away that is not a Jinn.
Yep.
Okay, but now getting to the hidden ability, which is scary. If you are close to the Jinn, it has a chance of dropping your sanity by 25%. And here's the thing too, you won't know when that happens.
Oh.
It will just happen.
No.
It will just happen randomly if you're next to the ghost, and you won't even know if it happens.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Scary, actually.
Yeah, I don't know when. I don't know what the chances of that happening, but all I know is that it's there.
Oh boy. Good luck with that.
Real quick, does this... Okay, no, okay, I was about to say, if the Jin does have Spirit Box, then that would make it... I guess that would make it worse, because it's almost like trying to get Spirit Box for the cost of 25% sanity, but... But no, the Jin does not have Spirit Box as evidence, so luckily that's a thing. But still, it's still a dangerous ghost, and the thing is, you won't even know where the Jin is, because obviously all ghosts stay invisible, just, yeah, doing stuff. And pretty much when you're close to a Jin, I don't know if it will happen when you get close to it right away. But I think it's just by chance. But it's still dangerous, however.
Yeah.
So yeah, dangerous wise, the fact that it can move fast during a hunt and can drop your sanity out of nowhere, this is quite a dangerous ghost to me, so I wouldn't say it's entirely that dangerous though, for being an S tier, but so for me I'll probably put it in A tier.
Yeah, honestly.
It's just that dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay, who's next? We have a mare.
Next.
We have the mare. So the mare is the source of all nightmares, making it most powerful in the dark. Its strength is the mare will have an increased chance to attack in the dark, and the weakness is turning the lights on around the mare will lower its chance to attack.
Yeah, usually I don't like the mares much, because, like, they creep me out.
Oh, and trust me, they're definitely creepy. Because the thing is, this mare has 4 hidden abilities.
What?
I mean, some of them could be tying to some of the strength and weakness, but still.
Oh no.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to specify the strength and weakness. So basically, what the strength means is that the mare can hunt under 60% sanity if it's in the dark. But however, the mare can hunt under 40% sanity if it's in the light.
Huh. Alright.
Okay, well, this hidden ability, I'm sure some of us are already aware of this though. The mare never turns on lights. Never. So that's one.
Yep.
However, this one came out with trying to balance the ghost with nightmare mode. This hidden ability came out in that time. The mare has a chance to turn off the light you just turned on immediately.
Oh.
Basically what that means is that if I start turning on a light now, all of a sudden it starts turning off automatically, not even from a ghost event or the power turning off, and that's basically the mare turning off the light immediately. And when that happens, you can just pretty much when that happens, you know it's a mare.
Yep.
And here's another hidden ability. But the mare has a higher chance to break the lights more often than other ghosts after a ghost event.
Like break the light bulb.
Yeah, so you gotta know in some ghost events they have a chance of breaking lights.
Yeah.
The mare has a higher chance of doing that. And the last hidden ability is that, well, it's really trying to be like a demon in a way, trying to hunt using this hidden ability. But the mare has a higher chance to roam around if it's in a room with the light on, especially the ghost room. Basically what that means is that if you have the ghost room light on, well, if the mare is not going to choose to turn off the light, it'll just roam around to a different area to see where there is no lights on.
Oh.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for the mare. So, quite a dangerous ghost, I would say, but not entirely that dangerous at the same time. So, if I were to put a mare, I mean, I don't know if we entirely had that much trouble, but at the same time, due to its hidden abilities, then it's pretty much, the mare's pretty much all about, like, not having any light source around it.
Yeah.
But then again, if it wants to do that, it will drain our sanity because of us being in the dark.
Yeah, we don't want that.
And it still can hunt under 60% sanity, and that's just more likely to happen than it just feels like it's more likely to happen because the mayor will try his best to stay away from lights or even turn off the lights. So it's like, so for me, I would probably put the mayor on B.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's like in the middle.
Yeah, it's not all the way at the top. It's just semi-dangerous.
Yeah, it's semi-dangerous. All right, and here, the mimic.
The most recent one.
The most recent ghost. Alright, so let me say this one. The mimic is an elusive, mysterious copycat ghost that mirrors traits and behaviors from others, including other ghost types. So the strength is we're unsure that this ghost is capable of. Be careful. And weakness is several reports have noted ghost stories sighting near mimics.
Yeah, and like, I think it was like either yesterday or another time we were playing Phasmophobia, like, we got fooled from the ghost orb, and it was actually a mimic, so...
Yeah. The weakness... that's supposed to be its weakness, yet...
Yeah.
Yeah, we just fell for it.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm gonna specify this... But here, in a way, this is a hidden ability, but this is more specifying the strength.
Okay.
So basically, the mimic can choose one strength and one weakness from any ghost. However, they can swap another strength and another weakness over time. And then, according to the devs, they have a minimum 1 minute per swap.
What?
Yeah, they can keep swapping and swapping and swapping strength and weaknesses eventually. So let's say for example, the mimic starts to become a phantom. Like one of its weakness, like, you know, having it to have, like, you know, one of those pictures, and then it all of a sudden disappears, and all of a sudden you just feel like, oh man, that's a phantom. But wait, it could be a mimic, and all of a sudden it changes strength to a revenant when it hunts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, if the mimic is still on that list, whenever you get one of its evidences, you're gonna have to be careful. Unless if you actually get an evidence that crosses out the mimic, then you're good.
Yeah. Okay, but to specify the weakness, the mimic will have a fake ghost orb in its ghost room as well. But I think it's a weakness because the ghost room usually points where the ghost room is. Sorry, the ghost orb points where the ghost room is.
Yeah.
And yeah. And there is one hidden ability that's not really that powerful in a way. Is that apparently the mimic can also turn into the hunters or itself. However, neither of them have a strength nor weakness, so it's basically like a normal ghost.
What?
I don't know. This is what the developers confirmed.
No wonder why they call it a mimic. It literally mimics other ghosts and potentially the hunters.
Basically
like,
us. But we don't have strength or weaknesses, and the mimic itself, like, it can be itself too, but it doesn't really have a strength or weakness itself either, besides the ghost orb, but I'm still.
Yeah. But here's the thing. The fact that it can mimic some of the other ghost's strength, like how you mentioned, like, it could potentially have, like, see, like, it has the Revenant's strength for a little bit, and then it suddenly switches to, like, a Raiju's strength. Like, that could be potentially dangerous.
Yeah, the mimic can be a dangerous ghost. It's pretty much a fusion of all the ghosts.
Yeah.
But then again, however, that will in a way make it easy identifiable finding the mimic. Because if you see it, like, you know, doing a certain, like, say for example, you see it doing how do I say it, like a poltergeist strength or something like that, and all of a sudden you see the strength differently. Like, it's. And see, here's the thing: if it does have a demon strength, it will give it that other ability where it has a rare chance of hunting at any time.
Yeah.
Pretty much, the mimic is a fusion of everyone, but then again, it just can't. It can only choose one strength and one weakness at a time, but can swap. See, that's a weird thing too. Like, if the mimic does have twin strength or weakness, then it will spawn a decoy twin of a mimic itself. If it's trying to be the twin, but if it does. But when it does change strength and weakness, that decoy twin will just vanish.
Yeah.
So they say like another example is I would say is like you see the mimic getting a phantom weakness, but then you see the mimic stepping on salt and also not giving footsteps like it's a wraith. That's one way to identify it's a mimic. Because there's no way there's a phantom and a wraith, obviously, at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah. But still could be it's a potential dangerous ghost. The mimic, overall, I would say. Because, I mean, because then again, we know that it changes strength and weakness, so that in itself could give itself away.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, the mimic... I don't know, when someone made this tier list about the mimic, it's quite controversial, so it can be any of these ghosts, so I probably put the mimic like it's like A or B for me. So I'm not sure. I wouldn't say it's S because then again, because of its hidden ability, where it could be like us hunters or itself, but it doesn't even have a strength or weakness, so it's just acting normal.
Yeah. So, for me, I would suggest A, at least.
A?
I'd suggest A. Because, if you think about it, the mimic can have some of the weaker strengths, like, say, like, it would only show itself on, like, it would only show itself on, like, camera, for example, like an Onryo, but at the same time, if it suddenly switches to, like a Revenant, then yeah, it could potentially be dangerous. So that's why I would say put it up to rank A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair point. Okay, yeah, the mimic for now, the mimic is going to be on A.
Yeah. Next up is the Myling.
Alright, a Myling is a very vocal and active ghost. They are rumored to be quiet when hunting their prey. Strength is that Myling is known to be quieter when hunting, well, as the thing said. Weakness is that Mylings more frequently make paranormal sounds. So yeah, hold on, let me look at my notes about the Myling. Okay, so the Myling does not have any hidden abilities, so... I only put one thing about the Myling, apparently, on my notes, and that's specifying the strength. So basically, what makes this ghost quiet for the Myling is that the Myling footstep is actually more quieter than all the other ghosts during a hunt. The only time you'll be able to hear its footstep is when your electrical equipment you are either standing on or holding starts disrupting from the ghost hunt.
Oh.
So literally, the only time you'll be able to hear is when your electrical equipment that you're either standing on or holding start disrupting. That's the only time you'll be hearing the ghost footsteps. If it's hunting and if you have a Myling and it's hunting and you're not, and your equipment doesn't disrupt, then you won't be able to hear its footsteps.
Oh boy.
You literally will be only able to hear its footsteps when it's closer. I don't know the exact meter range on these ones, but yeah, it's just yeah. But at the same time, if you're playing a big map, I don't think that really matters.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to look for a Myling by hunt, but you can't hear its footsteps anywhere. But other than that, yeah. That's literally the only thing I put about the Myling. There's nothing else I put. There's no hidden abilities from this one, so... Not that much of a dangerous ghost, but the strength does make it a little scary.
Yeah.
So I guess a Myling for now will probably be put in C.
Yeah, I was about to say either B or C. Not that dangerous, but scary when it's hunting, because you can barely hear its footsteps.
Yeah. Okay, next is an Obake. Obake are terrifying shapeshifters capable of taking on many forms. They have been seen taking on humanoid shapes to attract their prey. So the strength is when interacting with the environment, an Obake will rarely leave a trace. And the weakness is sometimes the ghost will shapeshift, leaving behind any unique evidence.
Huh.
So let me read more about this one. So the Obake had a chance. So let me specify the strength real quick and the weakness. So basically, what the strength means that the Obake had a chance of not leaving any fingerprints when causing a ghost interaction.
Well.
Yeah. So basically, if it interacts with the door, it has a chance of not leaving any fingerprints.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So to specify the weakness is that the Obake had the chance of leaving a fingerprint with 6 fingers on it. The shape-shifting had nothing to do with the ghost changing its ghost model or anything. The only reason it mentioned about shape-shifting is to only show that the fingerprints have 6 fingers.
Jeez.
I've never seen it myself, but I have seen other Phasmophobia gameplays having that.
Huh.
And so if you pretty much have a ghost that's with that has 6 fingers on it, then that's most likely an Obake or a Mimic.
Yep.
But then again,
Either or.
But here's a hidden ability too, is that when the Obake does leave its fingerprints, it won't stay there forever. Like, you know, it'll stay there for only about 90 to 120 seconds.
Yeah.
So basically, well, it's not really that different compared to how fingerprints stay, because normally when normally the fingerprints for all ghosts at this rate will stay there for 2 minutes at maximum, or minimum 2, basically. However, for the Obake, it has a chance of leaving it there for only 90 seconds.
Yeah.
But it still has a chance of leaving it for about 2 minutes at the same time. So yeah, and also in Nightmare mode, the Obake is guaranteed to have it in his fingerprints. So that's also another thing though too. So yeah, overall, nothing really special about the Obake when it's hunting or anything like that. The only thing, it does give it away easily with the fingerprints, with everything about strength and weakness, so it's not really that much a dangerous ghost. It does give itself away with the fingerprints and all. Like, even if it doesn't leave a single fingerprint, then that's already self-explanatory that the Obake, that this goes into the Obake, because, well, I guess in a way it could trick us into thinking that, oh, it's not fingerprint. But then again, if we have Obake if we have Obake as one of the possible evidence, then I would not rule that out yet. So yeah, overall, Obake not really that dangerous, so for me it's on the D.
It's on the D.
Yeah. So Oni is next.
And Oni.
Alright.
Go on.
Okay, anyways, Onis love to scare their victim as much as possible before attacking. They are often seen in their physical form, guarding their place of death.
Huh.
Strength is that Onis are more active when people are nearby and have been seen moving objects at great speed. The weakness is that Onis are very active, making them easier to find.
Yeah.
So I'm going to specify the strength is that, like the poltergeist, the Oni can throw objects at a high velocity as well.
Yeah.
Basically what that means is that it can throw an object further away from where it was from its original position. And to specify the weakness is that the Oni causes more ghost events than other ghosts.
Huh.
And the hidden ability that ties with the weakness is that the Oni has a really high chance of physically showing itself and never makes itself completely invisible during a ghost event.
Really?
Yes. It's always trying to physically show itself to scare. That's what ties to what the description says about the Oni, that they try to scare their victims just by physically showing themselves and causing a lot more ghost events to drop our sanity.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, it's quite an interesting and fun ghost to have because you're actually able to interact with it a lot more. But at the same time, the fact that it causes a lot of ghost event, it can drain our sanity because each ghost event can drain at least between 10 to 15% sanity each ghost event. So if it only causes the ghost event more, it will drain our sanity really quick. So there's nothing really special about its hunt. So yeah, overall not that dangerous, but also not that friendly either.
Yeah.
So if I were to put an Oni, then maybe I would put it like probably here in the B tier, I would say, because
Yeah, I'd say B as well.
Because then again, the fact that it causes a lot of ghost event, it can drain your sanity by like a lot, and in a way making it hunt a little early.
Yep.
Okay, now the next is Onryo, which is quite an interesting one. The Onryo is often referred to as the Wrathful Spirit. It steals souls from dying victims' bodies to seek revenge. This ghost has been known to fear any form of fire and will do anything to be far from it. However, the strength itself says extinguishing a flame can cause the Onryo to attack. And the weakness is that when threatened, this ghost will be less likely to hunt. Now the Onryo, I will say, does have a hidden ability that ties with the strength. However, it's really complicated, so bear with me here.
Alright.
Okay, so specify the strength is that basically Onryo has a chance to hunt at any sanity when blowing out a candle. So no matter what your sanity is, when it does blow out a candle, it has a chance to hunt. So in a way, it's like potential demon.
Oh boy.
But that's only if you bring a candle in. But then again, from our experience from bringing in candles, we barely do unless we have to. Like if it was like an objective, like get it to blow out a candle or something like that, then yeah. Personally, me, there are times where I do bring the candle just to prevent sanity drain.
Pretty much.
Okay, but here's the part where it specifies the strength, and here's the complicated part about the Onryo. That specifies the strength. There are two ways for the Onryo to increase the chance of its strength, though. So, one of them is killing hunters. So, you know how the description said that, like, it steals souls from its victims to seek revenge?
Yeah.
That ties with the hidden ability. So, let's say, for example... Okay, here, I'll say it like this. Each kill gives the Onryo an additional 1 out of 3 chance to hunt when blowing out a candle. So basically, so what that means is that if the Onryo did not kill anyone, then for now it has a 33% chance of hunting when blowing out a candle. But if it does kill one hunter, it now has a 66% chance to hunt when blowing out a candle. And when it kills 2 hunters, they now have a 100% chance to hunt when they blow out a candle.
Eesh.
And another way of knowing of when the ghost... Here, hold on. Another way that the ghost increases its chance is that when it keeps blowing out more candles, the more it keeps blowing them. Basically, what the dev said is that, like, if you get 3 blowouts, then it won't increase the chance, but when it blows out 4 candles in total, it'll increase its chance up to 50%. Yeah. And that's the hidden ability for the Onryo to specify the strength. However, the Onryo can hunt under 60% sanity when there's no candles nearby.
Oh boy.
And the Onryo can blow. And another hidden ability about the Onryo that they blow out candles more often than other ghosts.
Oh boy.
But there is one thing interesting about the Onryo too that hold on, does it specify the weakness? Oh yeah, it specifies the weakness one. Specifying the weakness is that well, I didn't put it on my notes, but I did just learn this like a few hours ago. But the Onryo, basically, if you have like a few candles in there with it, and as long as it didn't get blown out, then in a way the candles are basically like the crucifix of the Onryo. It'll prevent it from hunting as long as it's around near a candle.
Huh.
Yeah, but of course if they blow it out, then now they'll have a chance to hunt. But however, if you bring like all 4 candles, for example, and they never got blown out, then yeah, the Onryo is not gonna hunt at all. Until all of them are blown out. Well, it's not near one, basically. However, it will still... Obviously, the fact that the ghost can roam around, it can still go away from the candles to make it hunt. So, even so, but yeah, but the candles in a way are basically the crucifix of the Onryo.
Yup.
So yeah, overall, I'm not entirely sure how dangerous this ghost can be, because then again, we barely bring in candles. But it doesn't really change the fact that it can hunt under 60% sanity when there's no candles. So it's like
I'd
a
say-
potential mare.
I'd say put in the C rank for now. We might decide make our minds later on.
Basically, the Onryo special ability is all everything to do with fire, but then again, we barely do that, so yeah. So yeah, I kind of have to agree that I'm putting it in Onryo and C. Okay, so who's next? Phantom. A phantom is a ghost that can possess the living, inducing fear into those around it. They are most commonly summoned from Ouija boards. However, someone did confirm that that the Ouija board has nothing to do with the phantom. So, so yeah, it has nothing to do with any hidden ability that it has, but it does have one hidden ability, I believe, or like one or two. Let me look real quick. Nope, the phantom has two hidden abilities. So, well, I'm not I'm not entirely gonna specify the strength because it's easier to think. So strength is like looking at a phantom will drop your sanity considerably faster. Weakness is taking a photo of the phantom will make it temporarily disappear. So nothing. It's already specific enough, so I don't really need to specify them. So yeah, one of the hidden abilities about is that the phantom, similar to the wraith, well, because this one's also a hidden wraith ability that I'll get to when I get to it. Similar to the wraith, the phantom can roam around a player of its choosing, stalking them, no matter how far the ghost from they are.
Well,
It's just that the difference between the wraith and the phantom is that the wraith teleports to players while phantoms walk to the players.
Huh.
And another hidden ability about the phantom is that it blinks a lot less during hunts. In a way, trying to be mostly being invisible during a hunt. So you know how some ghosts blink in like under a second in the hunt, like physically showing itself and then disappearing, showing itself, and all that stuff. The phantom has at least a minimum of 1 second to show itself again after disappearing.
Huh.
So yeah, it's like mostly invisible, but of course, almost 1 second or 2 seconds actually, it'll start showing itself again. So in a way, when you're being chased by the phantom during a hunt, you'll be able to see if it's less blinking compared to all the other ghosts. That's another one way of telling it's a phantom. So yeah, there's nothing special about hunt. So, not entirely that dangerous, honestly. I mean, the weakness does give itself away, and that's what a lot of people really use that to yeah, a lot of people really use that that weakness to figure out it's a phantom. So yeah, it's easily identifiable because, like, then again, it's like how many times we always try to take a photo of the ghost during the ghost event, and it's so common. And so a phantom, it can be commonly known for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as well for the hunts, it's not entirely that special. So, I mean, true, it's mostly trying to be invisible, showing itself, and. Yeah, so honestly, I think the Phantom would probably be like a D tier for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Poltergeist only has one hidden ability, but I'll get to that later. Poltergeist is one of the most famous ghosts, known to manipulate objects around it to spread fear to its victims.
Oh boy.
So the strength is that Poltergeist can throw multiple objects at once. The weakness is with nothing to throw, Poltergeist become powerless.
Oh.
So basically, if it's in a room with no objects, then it'll probably be like inactive.
Huh.
Yeah. And Poltergeist. To specify his strength is that the Poltergeist strength is actually known to be a ghost event. Right. There are times where the Poltergeist can actually throw multiple objects, like, all at once. I've seen it happen, like, I've never experienced it myself, but I have seen it happen from other Phasmophobia gameplays. Like, seeing how everyone tried to test it to the poltergeist, but everyone just gathered in like a lot of items in. Not really equipment, but the props item in the house, something like that. They would gather all that to a poltergeist, and all of a sudden it would be like a huge explosion of props everywhere, and that's the poltergeist's special strength.
Oh boy!
And it counts as a ghost event too, so that will count as witnessing a ghost event if you have that objective. However, its hidden ability, like the Oni, the poltergeist has a chance to throw items at a high velocity as well. Basically, the poltergeist and Oni are basically the same thing with the with throwing objects. So when you see them throw an object, then you'll know it's either an Oni or poltergeist. Yeah, nothing special about a ton. So poltergeist is not really that bad. I don't know. It's not entirely that dangerous either, but if it does, them throwing objects does drain sanity a little bit. I don't know how much, but it does seem like the poltergeist does throw objects more often. It seemed like to me. Drop sanity, so and the fact that it can throw multiple objects as a ghost event, that's quite something. But at the same time, it's still ghost event wise of dropping that much sanity, so I don't know if it's entirely that dangerous. So yeah, it's really hard. Like it's not really that much of a dangerous ghost to worry about.
Yeah, I'd say put it in D rank.
I think but the poltergeist is gonna be on D. It's an interesting one for throwing objects, but it's not really all that dangerous. However, okay.
But a Raiju though is a different story.
Okay, I think everyone knows where the Raiju is gonna go.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go and do it right away.
Yep. S rank. There's a reason why, guys. Just listen in.
Yep. So let me just go ahead and read this here. Raichu is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. Strength is that a Raichu can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it move faster. And weakness is that a Raichu are constantly disrupting electronic equipment when attacking, making it easier to track. It doesn't really have any hidden abilities, but what I note down here are pretty much specifying the strength and weakness. Okay, so here to specify the strength is that while the Raichu is hunting, if it is near any electrical devices, its speed increases to 250%. Not as fast as the Revenant though, however, but still fast.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we always keep electrical equipment in the ghost room, so it's definitely going to speed up no matter what. And also, here's the thing too, your flashlight does count as electrical equipment. So let's say, for example, the Raiju is like right behind you and you turn on your flashlight, it's going to speed right at you.
It's going to be like, zip, you're dead, bye-bye.
Yeah, and sometimes there are times where I even leave some electrical equipment like trailing to the ghost room in a way. So that's also an issue too. Like we all know, like we cannot. I mean, then again, we cannot find any. Then again, we're trying to find evidence on the Raichu. See, here's the thing too. Is this one? Here's the thing too. The Raichu's evidence is the EMF5, Ghost Orb, and Dot Projector. In order to get all three of those, they're all electrical devices. The Dots is electrical. The Ghost Orb, you need the video camera, and that's also electrical. The EMF5 is also electrical.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, so hands down, Raichu is definitely the worst. It's like, one of the dangerous ghosts.
Like, one of the most dangerous ones.
One of the most dangerous ones, yeah. In here, let me specify the weakness, is that the Raichu has a larger range of disrupting your electrical equipment than other ghosts. However, that's not really a weakness to me, that's more of a strength, because once it's disrupting your, once it pretty much is near that close to an electrical equipment, whether you're holding it or not, it'll still make it speed up.
Yeah.
It just has a wider range of disrupting your electrical equipment, whether it's from a ghost event or a ghost hunt. Yeah, and also here's another thing about the Raichu is that they can hunt under 65% sanity if it is near any electrical devices.
And no matter what, It's always near some, so...
It's always near them, so yeah. It's pretty much... So literally, it's like... The Raichu is like a combination of a demon and a revenant. And that is what put it on S tier.
Yep. And speaking of revenant, it's literally up next.
Revenant. Let me look for it. A revenant is a violent ghost that will attack indiscriminately. Their speed can be deceiving, as they are slow while dormant. However, as soon as they hunt, they can move incredibly fast. Strength is that a revenant will travel at a significantly faster speed when hunting their prey. Weakness is that hunting from a revenant will cause it to move very slowly. Okay, so what I note down here about the revenant is that there's no hidden abilities from these things, these revenants. So yeah, but to specify the strength and the weakness, well, the strength for now, the revenant speed increases to 300% speed when in line of sight of a hunter during a hunt.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
However, to specify the weakness, that their speed decreases to 50% speed when it's not in line of sight of a hunter during a hunt. So, yeah, the revenant's still quite dangerous, but however, I don't know if it's as dangerous as Demon of the Raichu, honestly, because if you're playing on a small map and you're hiding, it doesn't matter. But when you're playing on the big maps, it does matter. Because you cannot run. You cannot outrun these revenants. You're probably immediately dead when it hunts.
Unless if you're somehow far away from it once it actually starts hunting.
Yeah, but even so, we're going to be around the ghost room trying to get evidence from the ghost, but when it starts hunting, and we're trying to leave, like say for Asylum for example, we're already in the hallway with a ghost, and there's no way escaping that revenant.
It's like, yeah, good luck with that.
So yeah, unless you have smudge sticks to repel it, but even so, good luck. It's
good luck. I think we may know where this is going to be put. The Revenant.
Yeah. It's still like, dangerous ghost there.
Yeah.
It's not entirely that dangerous, I guess, if you're in a small map. So, in a way, I would put Revenant between S and A, but if you're playing on a big map, you're dead.
Yeah, the good luck trying.
Good luck trying. Like, unless you want to try to defend yourself, then bring all the crucifixes to the Revenant then. So that way you can try and get evidence without it trying to get you. But,
yep.
Yeah, good luck. Revenant's still dangerous. However, it's not really as dangerous as before, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah, but still dangerous though.
Shade. Okay. I think we might know where this one goes, honestly. I'm just gonna right away put it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... I'm gonna go and explain the Shade. It does have a few hidden abilities, I believe, too.
Yeah.
The Shade is known to be very shy. There is evidence to suggest that a Shade will stop all paranormal activity if there are multiple people nearby. Shades... The strength of a Shade is that they're much harder to find. The weakness of a Shade is that the ghost will not enter a hunt if there are multiple people nearby.
Yeah.
So yeah, here, let me go look for the Shade. It has 2 hidden abilities. So let me get to them. First of all, I'm going to specify the strength and weakness. Is that specifying the strength is that the oh wait, actually, hold on. Never mind. Oh yeah, specifying the strength is that the Shade rarely causes activity. And yeah. And the special sanity hunt about the Shade is that they can only hunt under 35% sanity. It's so weak.
Very.
And here's a hidden ability from the Shade. When it does cause a ghost event, the Shade has a higher chance of not physically showing itself during a ghost event. However, it has a higher chance of being a shadow / invisible form during a ghost event.
Oh.
Okay, and here's another hidden ability that kind of sucks, honestly. The Shade will not cause any activity if even one person is in the room with it. Literally, the only time that it will cause an activity is when there's no one in there.
So we literally have to put a freaking camera in the room in order to see what it's doing.
Yes, and here's the thing too. The Shade has an EMF 5, and if you're gonna try and get an EMF 5, good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, during our playthroughs, we have gotten an EMF 5 before when it was a shade, but at the same time, it's very rare.
That is true. In a way, it's quite rare to get an EMF 5 from the shade because it barely causes activity, and yeah, I mean, this one only implies if you're not in the ghost room with shade. Like, one time we had a shade in the Tanglewood, where the ghost room was in the laundry room, I believe. And so we kind of got EMF 5 just by being out to the kitchen or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, in a way, that's kind of that does. So yeah, I guess nothing about that EMF 5 isn't really that rare, but still, it could potentially be rare.
Yep.
But however, the shade, ghost writing, and freezing temperatures, they're not that hard to get. Well, ghost writing is hard to get, but if you're gonna leave the shade alone, then yeah, ghost writing will be like, quite more common than EMF 5 in a way. Freezing temperatures just shows up by itself.
Pretty much. There's no getting rid of freezing temperatures, honestly.
Yeah, but the fact that the shade barely hunts, it's weak. It's weak.
Very.
Okay, Spirit, however.
Spirit.
Is also weak.
It is also weak, but is a common ghost, though, honestly.
It is a common ghost, but I'm already putting it there because, yeah. So let me read the Spirit. Spirits are very common ghosts. They are very powerful but passive, only attacking when they need to. They defend their place of death to the utmost degree, killing anyone that is caught overstaying their welcome. Strength? There's none. Weakness?
There's none.
Weakness of that spirit can be temporarily stopped by burning a smudge stick near them. So, what that means, guys, is that right here, using the smudge sticks on the spirit will prevent them from hunting twice as long as other ghosts. So, yeah, basically what that means is so you know how all ghosts except for demons can't hunt for 90 seconds after being smudged, right?
Yep.
The spirit, however, if you smudge it, it can hunt for 180 seconds, basically 3 minutes.
Wow.
That's literally double the time of how a normal smudge stick would do to other ghosts.
Yep.
So yeah, spirit's definitely a weak one. I wouldn't say it's as weak as a shade, though. However, but
no.
Shades, yeah. Honestly, shades are hands down the weakest one.
Yeah.
Next
if
one?
there was like a tier, if there was like a tier that was like in between C and D, and it says like it said like in between, I'd honestly put it there.
Yeah, I would put it there too. But spirit's not entirely that something dangerous, so it's going on D.
But the twins is a different story, though.
Twins, yeah. Okay, let me read the twins first. The twins. These ghosts have been reported to mimic each other's actions. They alternate their attacks to confuse their prey. Strength is that either twin can be angered and initiate an attack on their prey. The weakness is that twins will often interact with the environment at the same time. So basically what the weakness means is that, like, there's a chance of a twin, or like the twins, like, interacting right at the same time. I wouldn't say the exact same time, but basically when a twin starts to interact with something, 1 second later the other twin will interact again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they do it at the exact same time, but they don't. I wouldn't say they do it. Yeah, they don't do it at the exact same time, but if they're gonna do that weakness, then one twin would do it, and then 1 second the other twin would do another one.
Oh.
Okay, and the twins. Let me see. Here we go. So one of the hidden abilities about the twin is that one of the twins is the main ghost, and the other twin is like a decoy ghost. So for me, what I would call them is one of them being the main twin, the other being the decoy twin. That's how I would call them. So the main twin is able to give you all evidence, while the decoy twin is only able to give you one of them, which is EMF 5. So yeah, like, because the evidence here for the twins is EMF 5, spirit box, and freezing temperatures. However, the decoy twin can only give you one of the evidence, and that's EMF 5. But as for the spirit box and freezing temperatures, they will not give you that. I mean, the freezing temperature will be in the main twin's room.
Yeah.
And the spirit box will be responded by the main twin only. So in a way, the decoy twin can kind of trick you to thinking, oh, I found a ghost. Oh, it's giving EMF 5. Wow. Okay, I found the ghost. All of a sudden, you're not getting any freezing or spirit box whatsoever. So in a way, that decoy twin can really trick you.
Yep. And then you just have your thermometer there. You just be like, crap, this may not be the room.
Yeah, I see, exactly. See, that one I actually don't know. Like, does the decoy twin at least have a cold room? That's one thing I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could be tricked. So, especially in larger maps, think about it. Like, you never know how far away the twins are. All of a sudden, there's probably going to be, like, another interaction left and right. Like, say, for example, you're in a prison. What if the twins are both in the cell blocks?
There's like one in cell block A and the main one in cell block B.
Yeah, and that's gonna trick us so bad to thinking, oh, like this is gonna trick us so bad to the part where we're thinking like, oh, the ghost is here in cell block A, but in reality the main ghost is in B.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be like so confused, and we're gonna waste all our sanity just trying to figure out what evidence it has.
Unless if you don't get EMF 5 first, that's the thing. If you get like freezing temperatures in the one room, then yeah, that's definitely the ghost room.
Yeah, but still, the fact that you get EMF 5 from the ghost, it can trick you to thinking that, oh yeah, I found a ghost. Here's another hidden ability about the twins. While the twins can hunt at the same time, they do have a significant amount of speed when hunting. So here's the thing. If any of the twins hunt, the main twin speed hunting is at 90% speed. While the decoy twin speed, when it's hunting, is 110% compared to normal ghost hunt speed. It's not, I mean, it's not that much of a big difference, but that does need to be well known, just in case. However, the decoy twin has a lower chance to hunt than the main twin.
Well, that's at least good.
Yeah. And here's another hidden ability. Here's another hidden ability about the decoy twin. The decoy twin can hunt following up a ghost interaction from itself. However, it did not apply to it hunting randomly. Basically, what that means is that it won't, if it causes an interaction, it's not going to hunt randomly. Like, you know, it'll still follow the sanity rules that like it'll only be able to hunt if you're under 50%.
Right.
However, there are times where the decoy twin can interact with something and hunt at the same time. So if you have the twins, then if one of them hunts, then you can kind of tell who's hunting if you hear like an interaction or a hunt, or if it's just a normal hunt starting. This one's a little complicated and a little hard to understand, but that's what the devs have said according to them. So that's pretty much it for the twins. Overall, can definitely trick you. Nothing that special about the hunt though. Sure, there's a difference with the speed, but it's not that much of a difference. But the twins can take a lot of time depending what map you're playing on. So overall, the twins, I would say, would probably be like a B.
Yeah. Because
they can be quite difficult, but at the same time, they're not that dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I put it this way. It's in the B rank for how dangerous they are.
Yes.
But they're an S rank for tricking the hell out of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I do think the twins are just B. Like, the hunt-wise, it's just but trying to get evidence from the ghosts, it's
S for how difficult it can be.
Yeah, something like that. It's like a tie between B and A, but I put in B for me.
Yeah. Alright.
Wraith. We got Wraith. Let me see. Wraiths are one of the most dangerous ghosts you will find. It is also the only known ghost that has the ability of flight and has sometimes been known to travel through walls. Okay, so strength is that Wraiths almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footsteps. Weakness is that Wraiths have a toxic reaction to salt.
Yep.
So yeah, so the Wraith does have one hidden ability, but first of all, to specify the strength is that the wraiths never leave any footsteps after stepping on salt, which I'm sure everyone probably knew that. And the weakness, I can't entirely sure what to specify about that, so I know it doesn't really sound specific enough, but yeah. But here's a hidden ability about the wraiths that can potentially definitely trick you too. The wraiths have a chance to teleport to players around the map. And they could and here's the thing, if they do teleport to you, they have a chance of either doing a ghost interaction, a ghost event, or a ghost hunt. And the fact is, like, the fact that they can possibly ghost hunt right next to you, whether you're in the ghost room or not, does make it quite scary.
Yeah.
However, the teleportation will cause an EMF 2.
Huh.
So basically, if you get an EMF 2, but the ghost didn't interact to anything, and it's a wraith, then most likely that doesn't mean it teleported to you. Yeah. Nothing special about its hunt. Yeah, so here's the thing too, a lot of people probably got confused by the strength, or something like that, or, hold on, let me read that again. Oh yeah, not really the strength, but the description itself. They always thought that wraith can just go through walls, they don't have to go walk to, certain things, and just no-clip through walls, or something like that. However, guys, what the description says about the wraith does not apply to the hunt. They'll still walk around. I think what the description means is that they're able to no-clip through walls when it's roaming. In like an idle position. Not when it's hunting, though. So yeah, I don't know. I do think that's the case. So overall, Wraith's not really that scary, but the teleportation hidden ability does make it quite scary, so... Honestly, I would probably put Wraith under B.
Yeah.
Because that teleportation is quite a big thing. Like, say for example, you're in a high school map, and all of a sudden the ghost room is like the, let's say the gym, for example. What if you're like upstairs, and then all of a sudden it teleports to you, and that's where the ghost hunt starts? You're like, good luck trying to follow up to that. Because then again, remember, guys, that the ghosts will speed up the longer you're in line of sight of them during a hunt. Yep. Alright, so the Yuri. The Yuri is a ghost that has returned to the physical world, usually for the purpose of revenge or hatred. Strength is that Yuris have been known to have a stronger effect on people's sanity. Weakness is smudging the Yuri's place of death will trap it temporarily, reducing how much it wanders. The weakness says it for itself, so it's quite specific enough. However, for the Yuri, I'm gonna specify the strength, because in a way it's like a hidden ability, but not really. The Yuri has a chance of fully closing a door, causing anyone who witnesses it to lose 13% sanity.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's not that much compared to a Jinn, though. Like, that's about half to the Jinn.
Yep.
But, like, except for the Jinn, you won't know when you lose 25% sanity. For the Yuri, you will know if it fully closes a door. And that's pretty much it for the Yuri. Overall, not that really that dangerous. It just has an effect on your sanity. Overall, I mean, yeah, it just has a strong effect on your sanity, but however, sanity is quite important at the same time, so not really that dangerous, but I guess not really that weak too, so for me, a Yuri would probably be under C.
C.
It's like a tie between D and C.
Well, last but not least, we have the Yokai.
The Yokai. It doesn't have any hidden abilities, however. But the Yokai are common ghosts that are attracted to human voices. They can usually be found hunting family homes. The strength of talking near a Yokai will anger it, increasing the chance of an attack. Weakness is when hunting a Yokai can only hear voices close to it. So, I only put one thing about the Yokai, that's to specify the strength and the special sanity hunt. Is that basically the Yokai can hunt under 80% sanity when using its strength.
Oh my god.
This ghost can be quite dangerous because it's literally 80% is quite a big thing to me.
Yep.
And that only happens when you do talk to it, but the fact that we talk a lot in the game, it's more bound to for that to happen.
Yep.
And plus, I think I was playing with. I know I was playing with Rai, but I don't know if it was with you or someone else. But when me and Ryan, this other person, possibly you, had a yokai, it hunted really early because we talked so much, and we were like about 75% sanity or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess this strain does give itself away, but at the same time, it's still dangerous. It hunts extremely early. I think out of everyone for natural hunting, the yokai has the highest one.
Yeah.
I know the demon has a higher chance of, not higher chance, has a rare chance of hunting no matter what, but naturally they can hunt under 70%, which is less than a yokai.
Yeah.
So, it's like a tie between S and A because the sanity percentage on that one is quite big, really dangerous. And again, the fact that we talk a lot, it's bound to use that more often.
Yeah. What you say about us talking a lot, especially if the ghost is the yokai, it's definitely making me say S, honestly.
Here's the thing too, Spirit Box is the evidence of the yokai. It's one of the evidence. So yeah, honestly, yokai would probably be up there in the S.
Yep. And there we have it.
Yep, and there you have it, guys. So in a way, you got my tier list, but also learned more about ghosts to Phasmophobia players out there who are willing to learn more. I can't take full credit on all these information. I learned it from a specific Phasmophobia YouTuber. Well, he's mainly a Twitch streamer. I believe his name is Insum, so shout out to him.
Yep.
And also thanks to the devs for information as well, and confirmation about these ghosts. Whoops. So yeah, that is my tier list. Again, if you agree or disagree, that's fine. Then again, this tier list is based on my opinions on these ghosts.
Yep.
However, if they do add more ghost types in the future, then this one will bound to change.
Yeah. Either that, or if some of the ghost's behavior changes a bit. Who knows? We're gonna have to wait till the future for that.
That is true, yeah. So yep, that is my take on all these ones. So thank you all for watching. This recording has been almost 1 hour and a half.
I can tell because I think we started around 9 p.m. my time. So and it's about to be 10 o'clock p.m. Which still, for you you're like in a completely different time zone. So it's about to be 1 p.m. for you, I think.
Yeah. My throat is hurting a little bit, or it's like need a break.
You're telling me.
Okay. So again, that is all this. Sorry if any of my decisions were controversial. So again, this is just based on my opinions.
Yep.
So yeah, again, if there are any changes to these ghosts and or there's new ghost types in the future, they're bound to change. This one's bound to change.
Yep.
So yeah, if you guys like me doing tier lists again, then I wouldn't mind. I do have a few ideas of what other tier lists I could do, such as FNF mod tier list, or heck, maybe another Phasmophobia tier list, but to do with all the equipment.
Yeah.
Or have a tier list of the Phasmophobia maps so far.
Actually, the maps would definitely be a good one. Actually, honestly.
Yeah, I'll probably do that next if we were to do tier list. But for now, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Logan, for joining me. Now that you guys know more about the ghost from me, well, again, can't take full credit. So, you at least know what to expect. So, I mean, these hidden abilities should help us whenever we play Nightmare Mode. Because then again, the whole point of Nightmare Mode is meant to be a challenge, and you're not only using evidence to figure out the ghost, you're trying to use their abilities. To identify them. But then again, that could be a potential issue because the freaking mimic can be anyone. So yeah. So yep, thank you all for watching, and yeah, peace out, guys.
Peace.